Good evening, everyone. I've had a couple of requests to tell stories. Well, I got a couple stories. But they're not about raising homeless. And we're going to have to go back in time. I mentioned to you when I was a kid, we had pigeons in New York City. Up on top of a roof, the building is still there, on 20th Street, between 2nd and 3rd. It was a low roof. In fact, it was right below it is where we lived, in the apartment. I don't know how we came across this pigeon, but it was a thief powder. Didn't have the big claw on it, crop, like they do today. That pigeon could fly, and fly well. He also had a short beak, kind of looked like a turbot or an owl, that type of face on it. Satinette has the same face. He was a blue bar. And every now and then, he would slap off, go up, flapping his wings, and come back with a stray, usually a hen. Caught a lot of birds with that pigeon. A few, not a lot. But one day, I let him out, he goes off, and he don't come back. About a month later, I go up on the roof, because at that time, there were no hawks. They had sprayed the DDT, which I spoke about. There were no predators. You could leave your pigeons out and they could walk around all day. Nothing would bother them. Up on a roof. I go up there, and there he is. Look, he's got half tips. Well, whoever caught him plucked him. But he also made the mistake of mating them up, because he brought his mate home. Well, that is one hen. That pigeon fly I never saw again. I made sure I kept that pigeon. Thief powder's an interesting breed. In Spain, the game is to actually let out a couple of hens and see which cock could go catch that hen. It's very big, so big that it's government regulated. I don't know. I've never been to Spain, but that's an interesting way to fly pigeons. Well, that's my experience with these powders. The next experience is another story. My brother, I gave him, probably 40 flights when he first got back into pigeons. Anyway, I go over there one day, and he says to me, "Come here, I want to show you something." Takes me in the back. He says, "Watch the birds." Oh, I don't see anything unusual. He had a big screen at the time, big day pen. Birds are walking in and out. He had one of those galvanized water cans, the ones you filled up, you turned it over, a little thing on it. See a pigeon cooing on top of it. Well, in that coop, if you were a pigeon, you didn't want to drink the water. Don't drink the water. I'm watching and watching. I said, John, I don't see anything. He said, keep watching. You'll see. Well, sure enough, here comes a pigeon out of the coop. Walks over to the water can. Puts his head in the water can. And there was a dark tiger cock on top of the water can. When that pigeon drank, he jumped on it. The pigeon backed off, ran away. He went back up on top of the water can. My brother said, keep watching. Another pigeon comes out, goes to take a drink. He jumped on that one. He jumped on every bird that went to take a drink. My brother had a name for it. I don't like the word, so I'm not going to say it in this video. So, that's 2 stories. But there's something else I would like. Let's get back to racing pigeons. I'm curious. You've been watching the videos. A lot of them have very, very good advice. I'm wondering how you're flying your birds. Up north, I'm sure you're racing. I guess down here in the south, they're about to start. It's after Labor Day. Be careful training your birds after Labor Day down here. A lot of hunters out there. Dove season starts. So, let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you're clocking late, what you're clocking, what you're doing. I'd appreciate it. Leave it in the comments. You got a question, ask a question. I'll do what I can to help you out. Okay, those are my 2 stories and a request. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down. Don't forget to check the channel. And thank you for watching.